I'm originally from the Midwest, Iowa. Came out here when I graduated college. Got married a little while after that. She moved out here. We had a kid, and we had met Adriana out here previously, and we knew she was looking at wanting to become an au pair, and it just kind of worked out perfect for us. Hobbies that I have, I love everything outdoors, basically. I like to go, 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 which is kind of annoying at times, I'm sure. I don't like to just sit around and not much of I guess, a guy who just likes to sit at the house and hang out. I think just the straight up convenience factor of it. Like, I mean, they're living in your house. You don't have to take your kid anywhere. Um, the fact that it was Adriana, I'm sure played a huge part in it for us. I mean, ours is a little different maybe than most because we knew her previously, but I'd say definitely those factors that, you know, had I not known her previously, I think it would have been kind of cool just because you do get somebody from a different country and, you're immersed in how they were brought up, how their cultural experiences, and you get to teach them a little bit about your culture. Like, I feel like everyone's usually pretty proud to be from where they're from. So just to kind of get to show that to someone else that's not from here. I think it'll be hard to compare someone else to her. So for us, it's a little different for us. She's not just our au pair; she's our best friend and part of our family. So she's been here before too. So it's not quite as crazy as I'm sure some au pairs are thrown into somewhere where they've never been. But it's still, I mean, we still do things with her and take her places, and so I mean, we still do all that, do all those things. It's just, you know, a little different for her and for us, I guess. None of her like habits or anything like are any surprise. Like she doesn't. I mean, she's a very clean person, and you know, we we don't have anything that we have issues with where maybe they don't do something and you want them to do it. Like she's basically, like I said, one of us anyway. So she does. She already does things how we do it anyway. She's like my little sister. So I mean, and that's how I've always treated her. So I mean, I feel like there's definitely that family connection with us. Like I think she'll always be part of my family no matter what. So I mean, it's always we give each other, make fun of each other and give each other a hard time. Like it's just like it's my actual sister. So it's a pretty good bond. I feel like that's how everyone should think of the experience anyway, because I mean, they're the ones taking care of your kid when you're not there. Like you want to take as good a care as them, just like they are one of your family members. I mean, the better you treat them, the better they're going to treat your own kids. So, I mean, to me, that's how everyone should treat their au pair. Like, I mean, yeah, we're a little different, but I feel like that is how everyone should be like how I mean, because we knew each other, so it was a little different, but that's just to me how everyone should treat their au pair. Like they're with your kid more than you are. So just like you take your kid to the babysitter, you hope you take your kid to the babysitter the best place possible. Like they're they're influencing your child, so and you just have to. I mean, you have to trust them that they're gonna do what's best for your kid because they love your kid too. Like, and it's awesome to see that your kid just loves to be with them, and when they walk away, they get like they want to go follow them and get upset and they can't follow them, up the stairs or anything. Like it's to me. I mean, this is my first kid, and I love seeing those things. Like sometimes they're more excited to see them than they are you, but that's a good thing, I think. Like, I mean, just because they're with your kid a lot, so it's nice to see that. And if I came home and my kid was like super excited to get away from her, I mean, I feel like that should be like a clue to yourself. Like, and so just seeing the love that those two have for each other. I mean, I already I already loved Adriana before, like, so it just makes it that much stronger seeing that how much my kid loves her. Like her family's been here to see my kid, and so those are all things that mean a lot to me as a parent. We got along so well before we even had this conversation with her, so it's just it is very different, but I'm sure it's similar to other people's in some way. Like you said, like people didn't think they would get that close to somebody, and then they do. Well, we had that already, and it just got stronger for us. Making sure that you make an effort to include them in everything, make them your part of your family because they are part of your family. For either a year or 2 years, they're a part of your family. They're watching your kid every day, and especially if you have a young kid, or any kid in general, I guess, because they're with your kids so much that how you treat your au pair is, I think, going to be reflected in how they treat your kids. So, I mean, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I feel like that's probably somehow reflected into that. So if you just include them in your family, which you should anyway, then I feel like I mean, it'll be successful. I can guarantee you that because you show them the love that you should give them as a family member, they're gonna show it right back to your kid, and it just makes everything so much easier and smoother. Man, I guess I'd want them to be as closely to how Adriana was as possible. I don't know. It's hard to really say what I would look for. I think you'd only know in the moment, I guess, as you're interviewing the person. Just and you can usually get a pretty good tell on somebody just by having a face to face like this. I feel like just seeing how they are, in the moment. I think a lot of people don't even like when we say that we have an au pair, they don't even really know what it is in general. Like they don't even think of nanny. They're like, oh, what is that? Like so. I mean, yeah, there is a lot more to it than just having a nanny. I mean, it's it's been a good experience for us for sure. And like I said, I don't know if that's because of how that bond we had before. I'm sure I still I'm sure I still would have enjoyed it had someone else been here, but I'm glad it was her. I think more people should definitely do it. I mean, I honestly think it makes it easier, especially if it is your first kid. I mean, I know not everyone can do it or afford it or whatever your circumstances, but I honestly think it makes it easier for you. I mean, it's your first kid. You don't have to worry about when you're going to work in the morning, waking your kid up and everything like that. I mean, they're literally in your house and you let your kid sleep until he's ready to wake up. And I mean, it makes a difference, I think. Makes it easier for sure.